in a hot minute. Weibo are trying to play the anti-dive. I don't think they're very tanky. They have to land some clutch CC like the Cassiopeia ult as people dive into it. Cassiopeia's quite dragons, even if they were losing the fights themselves. IG get on the board early with this one. A Mountain Dragon will be very nice to have in the back pocket. The extra 4% resist stacking up. And, you know, this series, it's been very interesting to see how both these teams approach the objective fights. I really feel like IG have came in, I think, actually as slight favorites because Demacia Cup champions. Weibo look not fantastic. 2018. It has been a hot minute since he pulled out the Snake Lady. Waste going bot side has level 6, and that could be a very good Nico.
Boy, they've just popped her. No chance to throw down the shape changer. Elk will spark surge away, but flashes the wall because Jay was in range to flash, potentially stun him with no.
Not great there from Sobro. Just gets a little bit of a love tap onto the Jax. Doesn't do that much besides that.
Guess happy enough, gonna walk into that.
He's
does
dead.
In Grandmaster's Might, that does the bash back.
He's dead.
They're gonna try and make this happen. Flash away, doesn't quite die.
Oh, I guess suppose he had a little bit more tankiness than I was expecting. Zucker committing the flash, blowing it out of Sobro to Xiao, who's still no flash himself.
Throw down the Between Worlds, can't quite get over the wall as a result of the miasma coming down. Rookie has to flash away, but a flash on him for the Pop Blossom. Dwayne now here, petrifying gaze on two into the Crescent Guard, and Weibo Gaming win the skirmishing mid.
Xiao, who outplays Wei, who could have stepped back a little further to use his ult. That will get another plate for Xiao, who the champion has not played in 8 years. Is really coming up clutch here for Xiao, who great early laning phase, has gotten the better of the rookie. Hands held high by Linkin Park. That's what was on my mind. Good song, by the way.
It is a great song.
Hang on a second, quad under turret. Sobro takes tower aggro. That's a mistake.
Does have an explosive cask though, so we'll say here's Zucker, have a drink, and tell him to back away. Wei will trade with JJ. Prevent the easy jump onto Sobro here. Does take quite a lot of damage here as the 3 talent strike knocker comes on through. Will have to ult his way through, but there's a Pop Blossom. Dwayne goes in, trying to buy time, but really doesn't do that much. TP's flying. Rookie now here. Between Worlds gets 3 members. Photic is running up as well, and they do kill off JJ. Ends up being the 1-for-1. TP on through. This could suck. Xiao tries to find a bit of a turnaround as the Tangle Barb slow. Overcomes Elk, and Weibo Gaming counter-strike their way into a back-end play that will surely earn them the team fight win.
While they try and counter-strike their way in to defuse the situation.
Yeah.
The ones on the outside of the scoreboard are the roll quest, which is...
I was like, I just missed an item? No, yeah. I just had.
Where does Cassiopeia wear those boots? They could be a hat roll. You know, hang on, flash forwards after the flash away. Wait, very dead there, I believe. You should. Well, we're just going to watch it again. It'll ping forwards in a second. Wait, I think he's quite dead there.
Yeah, great catch there. Does lead to that death. We'll skip forwards briefly, but the damage is well and truly done. I think Weibo Gaming now just in a really good position in this game.
Yeah, much more solid game for him now. Again, the laning phase wasn't fantastic, but the engages have been fine. He's made up for that now. In the end of the day, if Nico lands a big team fight ultimate or a good pick, you don't tend to care as much. Sobro gets a great combo onto Xiao, who just solo kills him.
Oh, that's a wonderful little moment. Gragas with the ability to bop you under tower.
Gosh.
Ensures the snake dies.
Wow. Another note here too is, you know, Sobro falling behind in the individual matchup versus Zucker. Zucker is going towards AP Jax, by the way. He's gone for the Dawn and Dusk Spellblade item, which helps him get that double tap of his ult passive onto someone with the extra auto. It's not Triforce, and Jax has forever been the Triforce guy. He's going from the Dawn and Dusk into the Seeker's Arm Guard for the Zhonyas. We'll see how powerful this build is, but, you know, he's got very powerful on-hit effects now to apply.
Yeah, and I wonder whether it's specifically into things like the Gragas and the Aurora, where you don't get to do extended trades very easily. Just going for the
either like second or third item. This again, he's a hybrid champion. He gets a bunch of different value out of AP and AD. That might come in later. I think in a game like this, where you have to survive through Gragas combos and Bessa ult, Leona as well.
Baron changes things around. There's that ability to burn it down pretty fast as both teams, but Weibo in particular with Cassio Zeri to be able to do that quite fast.
Oh, L jumping out.
And the backline, look who's there. Sobro, they've managed to find the ult. Perfect execution. Public execution, rather. No Akali in this game. Still leads to the death of that Zeri. Continue to chase for a little bit more. Sundering Slam comes on through as Sobro flashes the wall. Maybe look to belly slam in, gets that empowered Drunken Rage auto. JJ on top of the barrel roll. Wei will continue to Drake count step, throw down the chilling smite, and ensures JJ falls as well.
Sobro flashing, knowing it might be in a bit of an extended kill, but they can do it all the same. Zucker says, screw this, I'm out. Follows the wave down beyond the bot lane fight and just starts hitting the tower. Jax might just be able to full kill the turret.
He's so fast.
He's going to just completely destroy it. This is the power of split pushing in 2026.
They can try and collapse on him, but I think he's happy enough with the trade. One extra kill for the turret feels real good.
He might be able to outplay this. Does he want to try? He's not popped the ult. Okay, here comes Echo.
That's exactly the plan. The Pop Blossom comes on down. Zucker will at least secure one on his way out. Leap Strike has got the blast code. It's going to be a mega ward, so he hops away. Has he got a ward to get into the back? He does, and he's out.
Zucker goes into the bot lane, takes the inner turret, kills one on his way out, and still escapes without using Seekers or Flash. Dude, get that into the montage play for this week. That one... Jungle. We know that Ambassador jungle very powerful from what we've seen from Demacia Cup and Casper Cup. JJ jumping on Sobro. He's level 16. Jax coming around the corner, though, so, that could be a bit more. No, it's not Jax, it's the Nico. How do I keep falling for this? And now Air caught out.
Ooh, blasted into the wall, but not back to the team. Turns around with the Pop Blossom. TP behind. Zucker's got a counter-strike. I'm assuming there's violence occurring, and indeed there is. We get a slight replay. A redux of this one. Shui is now in danger. Little skip forward. Xiaohu is on the side now, as I believe we have seen Shui die while we had that slight stutter.
Yeah, dude. The kill feed is up in the top right-hand corner, which is a little bit small, but it is there. And now, with the dragon spawning, IG will now have to fight this from a member down, and Weibo... It's not even a mic punch. It's a full-on mic kick from Sam as he rearranges himself. That's the ultimate for Caspian, missing out of that brush, trying to mind game. Sobro doesn't quite end up working out that way. Hang on, Elk, he was caught out here a few minutes ago. Pops the ult to wave clear, and this time he's more safe.
Does get to step forward himself between worlds. Turnaround flash on forward, knocked away briefly. Elk desperately low, takes one with him. Does finally fall. Jeje now low, goes down as well. Wei gets another. Suddenly this Ambassador is popping. Zucker in the backside can maybe look to go on forwards. Massive upfront burst of the AP Jax. Bouse, is that you? He started a revolution. Takes a few new items, but apparently AP Jax is here to stay. Xiaohu now in danger himself as the turret falls. For all we were surprised by Zucker's damage, he did still die. And now the Snake Lady is about to become a pair of boots. She might be able to wear them, but in fact that move speed gets her out to safety.
Safe enough. Very tanky Cassiopeia build. Bloodbath in the mid lane. Dragon goes to Weibo, turret to IG, and the kills go in favor of them too. Depends if you count Dway before the Dragon fight. I'm not personally going to. I think that was separate.
With a little bit of time, might be asked to face check with it. Barrel rolls, backs away. Onto the Dragon now are IG. Weibo falls slightly off. Look at Zucker.
Rookie's on the flank. He comes down. Taken by IG.
Nicely done. Cheers to win that smite by Wei now in a dangerous position. The repudiate means nothing. Slight black screen moment. We come back and we watch it all over again as Wei
we watch him die again.
Pop Blossom comes on down and they will get another kill. Weibo are winning the extended fight, and that they do. 3 members dead. Every time there's a fight, guys.
Everyone thank LPL Nocturne for blacking out that fight. It's just
objective. That they will. Baron under siege by Weibo. Likely just get melted at this point. Does so at that. Trying to get that mid lane tier 1. Crystallized value is pretty good. Barrel roll comes on down. But again, it is Tank Gragas with very limited amounts of AP. So not really a true threat. Then we'll have a look at this replay.
It will be held whilst remaining safe from Zucker. Photic has very much struggled to do that. Again, his game 1 was fine. But Photic... I was a little bit worried that he missed it either. Still probably going to lose the overall trade. Sobro struggling to wave play through the Baron minions.
Does indeed. Weibo Gaming look a little bit careful there as they back away from the red buff. Photic still trying to find his way.
Now, I think coming out of this draft, IG would have assumed, and I assumed too, it was actually more about, well, can the other team peel for Elk? I didn't really consider it about
AP Jax and Nico. Yeah.
It turns out that AP Jax and Nico completely remove one of your carries from existence. Well, what do you know? Tower's going to go down. IG can't defend that one with the Baron buff having one last wave left in it. IG staring down. Not a crazy Baron power play. It's only 1,600 gold, but it's enough to push them back into their...
IG coming from the bottom side of the map.
That is just such an unreal powerful Jax. He's going to come around on the flank angle spot. It has the GA. He might just go anyway.
Photic tries to back away, gets knocked up by the 3 talents.
Where's he
Photic just gets hit by the Pop Blossom. It's a good turnaround for Rookie though this time. That between worlds is decent. Photic now trying to play up on Zucker, can just hop forwards again. And it doesn't matter. The Simmons 2-shot range. Wei misses his public execution. And Weibo Gaming throw everyone in the bounce house. The counter strike lands, but the Mega Blast Cone does get Rookie out to safety. despite a good between worlds, it does not lead to a team fight win.
That's going to be the soul going over to the side of Weibo for free this time, and the fight along with it. And yeah, it's much too late now at this point. They were struggling to finish off the kills before. Now trying to do that versus a Chemtech Soul is a bit much. Stun does land onto Nico. That's not your target, though, is it?
Wei now in a horrible position and goes down for the attempted pick. I don't blame them for looking. They're kind of out of options, so you go for what you can.
And they find a whole load of nothing. IG, Demacia Cup champions coming into LPL 26. We thought, hey, you know, actually, they've started off pretty well. Game 1, more of the same, but haven't been able to keep that real team fight chemistry up at the same level. Zucker, level 20. Yep, that's 2026 for you. Baron going down. Sobro looking.
That's not bad into the public execution, but it knocks Elk further from the end, so it goes to the wrong end of it all, and so Elk survives. Finally, for the moment, though, Wei gets a hold of them. The fight's still messy as they've lost the bot lane. Baron goes down. I'm not really sure what to say about that when it looked messy to start with. And at least they get the Zeri.
Not for the first time this game. Wei walks too far forward, so Flash Force Photic is very dead here, I think.
It's knocked out on that one.
Oh, maybe not. All right, fair play, Photic. Well, it might be an extended retreat. They don't quite see him there. Can he walk through the fog of war? Where is he? Trying to do some alcove gaming. He doesn't have an empowered recall, though. I think this Sivir, playing a bit of cat and mouse, it's still going to be found out the hard way. GG. Photic goes down. Dead again.
Zucker has already attacked that inhibitor turret, takes that one down. I'd love to see that replay, because I'm fairly certain Sobro, with the ult of the Jax, meant that suddenly Zeri was no longer the back of the ult from the Ambassador.
True, but even I don't think Wei would have hit him with a free ball ult anyway.
Pretty sure it looked like it to me, so I'm curious, actually.
Whoa. Was the last target in line for that ult?
The mid lane inhibitor turrets, they go. Weibo Gaming step into the base, knock down the turret, and look at the inhibitor after. Sobro tagged by that Wimber comes lightning, goes looking, and he finds JJ, who just doesn't care. Zucker can look to go for it. He's level 20! He's so terrifying. Sobro buys a bit of time. The public execution to the backside. That's not bad. They've killed him. One carry down, but is it enough? Looking for some more. Counter-Strike available. Petrifying Gaze is just too much. Alongside Zucker hopping onto the backline and spellblading everyone in the face. AP Jax is here and is absolutely deadly. Hits like a warhead, and Weibo Gaming will win the first series of LPL 2026.
It was a rough game 1 from Weibo.